September 14, 1862, South Mountain. The Battle of South Mountain was a critical engagement between the Union Army under Major General George B. McClellan and the Confederate Army under General Robert E. Lee. This battle occurred as part of Lee's first invasion of the North, known as the Maryland Campaign. The Union victory at South Mountain opened a pathway for later fighting at Antietam and marked a turning point in the campaign. General Lee entered Maryland in early September 1862 after his victory at the Second Battle of Bull Run. His objective was to bring the war onto Northern soil, encourage Maryland to join the Confederacy, disrupt Union operations, and possibly gain recognition from European powers. Lee's forces were divided into several columns to strike at key points, including Harper's Ferry. This division of his army created vulnerabilities that the Union could exploit. General McClellan received a stroke of luck when Union troops discovered a copy of Lee's orders, known as Special Order 191, near Frederick, Maryland. This document revealed the locations and movements of Confederate units. Armed with this knowledge, McClellan moved his army toward the mountain gaps that Lee's army occupied. The main passes were Turner's Gap, Fox's Gap, and Crampton's Gap along South Mountain. These passes served as strategic gateways, and holding them was crucial for Lee to maintain his invasion. On September 14th, Union forces attacked Confederate positions at these mountain gaps. At Turner's Gap, Union troops under General Joseph Hooker and General Jesse Reno pressed against Confederate defenses led by General D.H. Hill. Fierce fighting broke out across rugged terrain, and the battle claimed the life of General Reno, who was killed while directing his troops. At Fox's Gap, Union soldiers clashed with Confederate units in brutal combat that included close-quarters fighting. Meanwhile, at Crampton's Gap, Union General William B. Franklin led his corps against a smaller Confederate force and achieved a breakthrough by evening. The fighting was intense and costly for both sides. Union casualties numbered about 2,325, while Confederate losses were around 2,685. Despite the high cost, the Union Army secured a tactical victory. By forcing the Confederates from their mountain defenses, McClellan gained access to the interior of Maryland and threatened to cut Lee's divided forces apart. This outcome compelled Lee to consolidate his army near Sharpsburg, setting the stage for the Battle of Antietam. The Battle of South Mountain carried significant strategic importance. It boosted Union morale after previous setbacks and demonstrated that McClellan could use intelligence effectively. The engagement also weakened Lee's invasion and limited his ability to achieve a decisive victory on Northern soil. Although McClellan moved cautiously afterward, his success at South Mountain provided the Union with a critical opportunity. Without this victory, Lee might have continued his advance deeper into the North. South Mountain also held symbolic value. Maryland was a border state with divided loyalties, and the battle occurred on its soil. A Union victory helped deter secessionist sentiment within the state and reinforced Union control. Furthermore, the battle demonstrated the resolve of Union forces to defend Northern territory against Confederate incursions. The aftermath led directly to Antietam, fought on September 17, 1862. That battle became the bloodiest single day in American military history. The Union performance at South Mountain gave McClellan the confidence to engage Lee at Antietam, which ended in a strategic Union advantage. President Abraham Lincoln used that opportunity to announce the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation, transforming the war into a struggle for both Union and freedom. In conclusion, the Battle of South Mountain was a decisive moment in the Maryland campaign. Though smaller in scale compared to other Civil War engagements, it played a vital role in shaping the course of events. The Union victory closed the mountain passes to the Confederates, brought Lee's army to battle at Antietam, and contributed to a chain of events that altered the political and military landscape of the war. South Mountain demonstrated how geography, intelligence, and determined fighting combined to influence the outcome of the Civil War. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history.